I figured out how we can watch some more videos. Apparently, there's this filter in YouTube where you can find stuff with Creative Commons license. See the here under filters, you look for Creative Commons, and what that means is that let's ask Grok. So because I don't want like a Google result. What is Creative Commons? What does Creative Commons allow? Short answer. I'm asking Grok because I don't want Google right now. Okay. Creative Commons licenses allow creators to share their work with others for free under specific conditions. They permit uses like copying, distributing, and modifying the work depending on the license type, while requiring attribution and sometimes restricting commercial use or derivative works. That means I bit my tongue. That means, hey Kudo, what up? Oh man, you're in for a ride. I figured out how we can see videos. So yeah, we're gonna do some of that. Because I haven't been feeling too much for playing games lately. So we had a lot of fun watching Hoarders the other day. Yeah, dude. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We just this is like discovering a new genre of music, you know, because it's so easy, and it allows me to like really comment and interact with you guys. So it's gonna be fun. So if you just look in YouTube and click Creative Commons, you can find videos that allow to be shared and used. So let's watch some cave diving videos. That's a rabbit hole I got into not too long ago. We can watch a bunch of stuff, but yeah, let's just see. These are horrible. I don't know if you've seen any of this. So I have seen this one, but yeah, let's check it out. As long as we attribute the author, we're fine. So this is the Abyss Files 12. Oh, they do a bunch of these. Yeah, I've seen those. So yeah, let's check out the Croatia cave tragedy. That sounds fun. Croatia is a beautiful place. I would love to go check it out. Croatia is beautiful, dude. It's like the most well, after Italy, one of the most Mediterranean countries there are. Dude, it's beautiful. They filmed Game of Thrones here. This is King's Landing. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, dude, I would love to go. I would love to go there. Maybe someday. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, dude. This is gonna be fun.
A group of adventurous friends set off to the stunning shores of the Adriatic Sea, eager to enjoy a day of scuba diving in its clear waters. They were excited, expecting a fun and peaceful
Oh, it's so beautiful, dude.
The surface. But they didn't know that tragedy was lurking just beneath the waves, waiting for the right moment to strike.
No, they did know, because no one goes cave diving by accident. Let that be clear.
What started as the perfect getaway would soon take a terrifying turn, trapping them in a nightmare that none could have imagined.
Oh my gosh.
As the events unfolded, horrifying details emerged, revealing a chain of misfortune that would forever change their lives.
Oh my.
This is a story of how a dream adventure turned into a real-life disaster, one that serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can come with such extreme pursuits. It's a story that may make many think twice before setting out on their adventures. This is yet another
that's the thing. These guys, all of the guys involved in this, I mean, there are so many videos of cave diving accidents and like caving accidents. Dude, it's horrible. Yeah. I mean, the accidents occur, but you see that the reason for them to occur, it's like the dumbest reasons. It's like, oh, they were. You'll see the reason for this one. I saw this one.
In the heart of the
Yeah,
Adriatic
you'll
Sea
see.
lies a hidden gem.
The island
of Salta.
It doesn't make any
Crystal
sense.
clear waters meet rugged coastlines.
Oh, dude,
This
that's
serene
good.
landscape
Oh,
is
that's
dotted with
beautiful,
secluded
dude.
bays and coves, beckoning sailors, swimmers, and divers to explore its tranquil shores.
Oof,
However,
a rocky beach,
beneath the
dude.
surface lies a sense of mystery and foreboding, whispered by ancient local legends that warn of the coast's untamed beauty. The Bay of Pogan, shrouded in mystery, offers a realm of unexplored underwater chambers and passages, waiting to be discovered by brave adventurers.
Oof.
As you delve into the unknown,
Oh no, screw
the bay's
that.
mystique will captivate you, inviting you to unravel its secrets. Will you dare to explore the uncharted depths, or will the whispers of local legends hold you back? Imagine a place where only the bravest dare to tread, hidden behind a veil of mystery and protected by treacherous terrain.
Ugh.
For those who crave excitement, the journey is worth the risk.
No, it's not.
Survival is
Oh
at stake.
hell no!
Breath
No,
counts.
no. I have to set that one up. Give me just 1 second. I have to set up that video. It's real quick. Hang on, just one moment. I have the yes one, but I need to set up the video. No. Let me. It's real quick. Yes. No. There it is. No. Yeah, no. There we go. Okay. Let me set up the hotkey real quick. Yeah, dude. There we
The
go.
mind becomes crystal clear, but as time runs out,
Yeah, we're getting the hang of this.
and the urge to breathe becomes overwhelming.
Oh, dude. I mean, that looks beautiful. Actually, that would be pretty cool.
Stopping thrilling experience.
Let's like every video we see just to kind of support the creators.
A thin line separates life and death, and those who dare to cross it will discover a world of mystery, danger, and excitement. Only the bravest and strongest survive in this unforgiving realm. Will you dare to cross the line?
I guess it would be pretty cool to like go in and forget about everything, you know, and it will be like kind of meditation, you know.
And explore the unknown,
Yeah,
or will the thrill of adventure
I can
remain
see
a distant dream?
the
choice is
incentive.
yours, but be warned. Once you take the leap, there's no turning back.
Oh no.
September 10th, 2002
Uh-huh.
was a day that would be etched in the memories of a group of friends forever. They had set sail across the Adriatic Sea, their laughter and chatter carrying on the wind as they soaked in the breathtaking scenery.
Oh, dude.
But amidst the joy and camaraderie, a sense of adventure beckoned to one of their own, a Czech-born cook named Miroslav.
Miroslav.
As the afternoon wore on, Miroslav slipped away from his friends, donning his wetsuit and diving gear for a solo excursion into the unknown. The water, a sapphire expanse of mystery and wonder, beckoned to him. He dove deep, the pressure building in his ears until he stumbled upon an underwater cave. The entrance, a funnel-shaped opening, yawned before him like a mouth of darkness. Miroslav,
That's not a
an
good sign.
experienced diver with a cautious approach, felt a thrill of excitement mixed with trepidation. He had always been drawn to the unknown, and this cave was the ultimate enigma, waiting to be unraveled. But as
Okay,
he ventured
but I
deeper
think
into
this
the
is all
cave,
stock footage.
a silent and insidious foe stalked its prey with stealthy purity. The brain, a resilient and stubborn entity, can cling to life for as long as 20 minutes, refusing to surrender to the crushing pressure and icy coldness of the water. But drowning is only one of the many perils that lurk in the depths of the ocean.
Only one.
As Miroslav explored
Oh
the
my.
cave, he was walking a thin line between life and death, where one wrong move could prove fatal. On that fateful day, Miroslav decided to throw caution to the wind and explore the underwater cave,
Ugh.
venturing into the unknown.
But where
as
do...
he swam
Okay, there
through
we
the
go.
funnel-shaped entrance.
Okay, this is what I wanted to see, the charts. This is where they kind of show the map of the cave. So you see like all the horrible decisions they make. Only one? What do you mean only one?
The passageway gradually widened, revealing two distinct galleries.
Only one person, you mean? Yeah.
One
Yeah, it's nuts. Going alone?
was shallow,
Oof,
while the
screw
other
that.
plunged into the depths. Before proceeding, he noticed that the cave floor was blanketed with a thick layer of powdery silt.
Oof.
As he swam around, he stirred up the sediment, reducing visibility significantly. Miroslav knew that he had to be careful, having heard stories of cavers getting stuck due to poor visibility. He was aware that the silty water could be a major obstacle, and using high-powered flashlights could even make things worse by temporarily blinding him.
Oh my.
Despite the
Oh,
challenges,
dude, all that silt, it's like dusty, you know? So he wouldn't been able to see anything. Like being so deep and not being able to see, that's gotta suck. And you can't even tell the time of the day, because like you're in deep in the water and there's no sunlight, so
cautiously explored the galleries, but when it was time to return to the surface, he became disoriented.
Ugh.
He mistakenly entered the shallow gallery, thinking it was the exit tunnel.
Oh, dude.
Fortunately, he quickly realized his mistake and made his way back to the entrance, swimming safely back to the surface. As he emerged from the water, Miroslav felt a mix of relief and excitement. He had narrowly avoided a potentially disastrous situation, and his close call had left him shaken but grateful to be safe.
No.
The experience had taught him a valuable lesson about the importance of staying focused and aware of his surroundings, even in the most unfamiliar.
That's the thing. These guys, they have like a near-death experience, and they like the next day it's like, okay, let's go back in.
and challenging environments. He had barely made it out safely the first time, but a small part of him couldn't shake the thought, if he could do it once, what was the harm in doing it again?
Ah, there you go.
After a fulfilling dinner and a few drinks as the sun dipped below the horizon.
Yeah, man, dying would, it's horrible. What? I don't remember. There was one way, like I wouldn't mind dying asphyxiated because you faint, you know? You lose consciousness, pierdes la conciencia, and so it's fine. You just die and you don't even realize it. But drowning, dude, it's like water getting into every hole. It pops your eardrums. It goes into your cavities. Ah, that's gotta suck, dude.
Casually mentioned the cave.
And the desperation, man, to be like, oh, deep down, dude. That's gotta be horrible.
Naturally, this sparked a lively discussion about whether or not they should explore it further. As expected,
I got the answer. No.
Everyone understood that exploring it in the dark would only increase the risks. There was also the fact that Miroslav didn't always tell the truth.
Miroslav.
Exaggerating stories,
Oh,
making
dude.
the others hesitant to fully trust him. However,
There's always one guy that's lying and hyping everybody up. Oh yes, let's go to the cave. It's safe. Don't worry.
The idea of exploring the mysterious cave became more appealing.
Ugh.
It seemed like the perfect way to cap off an already unforgettable day on the Adriatic. Excited and a little reckless, they decided to go for it. The four divers split into two groups.
Yeah, dude, the pressure, man.
And
Ugh.
slipped into the water.
It's gotta be
leaving the
horrible.
boat to the three crew members and the captain, who had already retired for the night. Once they got their bearings on the surface, Miroslav led the way to the cave's entrance, confident from his earlier exploration. He went in first, with the others following close behind. As they ventured deeper into the passage, they made their way toward the junction between two large galleries. Miroslav and one of his friends ventured further into the
Oh
deep
no.
gallery, but soon they realized that the cave system was much bigger and more intricate than they had expected.
Wow.
At this point, they realized they had pushed their luck far enough. Despite the excitement, they acknowledged that venturing any further into the unknown without more diving experience wasn't a smart move. Opting
Dude.
for caution, they decided to spend the last 15 minutes exploring the marine life near the cave's entrance before making their way back to the surface. By 10:30,
Just that decision, dude. Let's just stay 15 more minutes, you know? It's like it's a really bad example, but it's like when you're kind of like just in time to go somewhere and you say, I'm just gonna sleep 15 minutes more, and then you see the clock and it's 2 hours later. Oh,
at
dude.
the end, 3 of the divers had returned to the boat, ready to call it a night, unaware that the night was far from over. As the group climbed back onto the deck, they realized that Miroslav was nowhere to be found.
Oh,
They
no.
asked the crew if he was already on board, but no one had seen him.
He's not
This
on board.
sparked a sense of urgency, and a few minutes later, a crew member and another experienced diver jumped back into the water to search.
Oh, and that's the thing, dude. They like the rescue mission. It's what a dumb hobby, dude. I mean, if you skydive, you just and that's it, and you're done. Nobody has to rescue you. Like at most they pick you up with a shovel, and that's it.
for Miroslav. They weren't sure if he was lost, injured, or just playing a prank on them.
Playing a prank. That's
Search
yeah,
didn't
of
take
course.
long, but despite scouring the area around the cave for nearly
Just a prank, bro.
they found no sign of Miroslav. With no choice but to return to the boat, they emerged from the water at 11:41 p.m., knowing that Miroslav's air supply would have run out by then.
Dude.
The only hope was that he had made it to the surface, or
Let's go caving at midnight. Sure.
an air pocket in the cave. As the reality of the situation set in, the captain called the Croatian police at 12:15
my
a.m. to
gosh.
report the missing diver. The next morning, 2 police rescue divers descended into the water, attached to a safety line, and swam into the pagan cave. However, disaster struck when one of the divers became detached from the line and disappeared into the darkness. The second diver, now alone and panicked,
Oh my
accidentally
gosh.
disconnected himself from the line
No.
and began to breathe heavily, using up his oxygen supply at an alarming rate.
The police,
He frantically
dude.
felt his way along the jagged walls, finally finding the exit tunnel and swimming back to the surface. However,
Yeah, let's go to the cave in the woods without phones and without flashlights. Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Another
no,
one.
not that one. This one. Yes, yes.
in his haste, he skipped unnecessary decompression stops and developed a severe case of decompression sickness. The rescue operation became even more complicated with 2 missing divers, and it wasn't until more rescue divers arrived that they found the body of the deceased police diver.
Oh,
nearly 80
no.
feet inside the shallow gallery.
The police.
Miroslav's lifeless body was discovered a short time later. 107
See, that's the horrible thing. They die trying to rescue the others, man.
feet
That's
down
so
at the bottom of the
sad.
cave. His diving gear was still intact,
Oh my
but his mask
gosh.
was gone, and his regulator was out of his mouth. To the rescue diver's shock, a large knife protruded from a massive wound near the center of his chest.
Oh,
Miroslav's
right.
death was a mystery, but one thing was clear:
Oof.
he was murdered. The investigation revealed that the killer could have used Miroslav's oxygen to escape, but the other divers didn't show signs of decompression sickness. The police found a red stain
This is out of Phoenix, right, dude?
on the boat, but it turned out to be paint, not blood. As they dug deeper, they discovered that Miroslav's diving gear was in working order, and the data from the dive computers was accurate. The autopsy showed that the knife wound didn't kill him instantly, and he may have lived for up to 2 minutes. The police narrowed down the possible scenarios, but none of them seemed likely. The most plausible explanation was that Miroslav, disoriented and panicked, had stabbed himself to avoid a painful death by drowning.
That makes
This
sense.
theory was supported by similar cases
Yeah.
and Miroslav's own words to fellow divers. While not everyone
He even told to the other divers that he could do that. You should watch the thing about the Tham Luang cave rescue. Oh man, that's a nice suggestion. Let's check it out. Tham Luang cave rescue. Okay, let's apply our new skill here. Creative Commons. Ugh.
A Thai teenage football team had planned a unique adventure to celebrate.
Oh,
the
they're
birthday
kids, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh no, no, no.
teammate.
Oh.
Team members planned to go to
Everybody, this is Kudo's fault. No, not really. That's a tragedy.
Tham Luang
Oh.
Cave to celebrate their teammate's birthday. And it was
Oh,
part
the beer.
of their
Oh my
plan
gosh.
to not to tell their family members about it.
Dude.
This 10 kilometers long and 85 meters deep cave is present in northern Thailand.
Wow,
among
that's
large mountains of
pretty cool.
limestone. Of course,
Actually, I mean, the only times I've gone into caves, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool feeling. Like you see all the walls and the roof, and you feel kind of like comfortable. It's a 2018 or 17. Oh, that's too bad, dude. That sucks.
it was an adventure to go inside this cave, but this adventure was going to become the biggest nightmare, which no one had any idea. Once again, welcome to our videos. Viewers, it was the 23rd of June 2018. 12 children.
This is like AI narrated. Let's see if they like do the charts. Yeah, they do. Let's
between
check it
the
out.
Ages of 11 to 16. They also had included their 25-year-old coach in their plan. And riding
Oh,
their bicycle,
no.
they went
Oh,
inside
no.
the Tham Luang Cave. Those 13 boys had no idea of what dangers they are putting themselves in.
A cave that has really been discovered fully is really cool. Yeah, dude. Oh, have you ever done that? That seems cool. I went to an old mine in Mexico and like a tunnel system in Mexico also. And it's really cool. I mean, I understand why would they like it, but I mean, when it when you have to like crawl and stuff, that's where I draw the line. I mean, you wouldn't see me crawling around.
The climate outside changed and a heavy rainfall started.
Oh no.
But as they went deep inside the cave, they had no idea about the rain. Minutes turned into hours. Parents who knew their children were practicing football got worried when the children didn't return on
I have
time.
like going to a long temple cave. Oh, that's so cool, dude.
Due to the lack of mobile network in
Oh my gosh, imagine that you have your kids and you're just waiting for them to come back from soccer practice and they go into a cave. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be horrible,
inside the
dude.
cave. No one could contact the boys and neither anyone
Oh
knew where they were
my.
at that moment. Finally, with a hint from the football club, they come to know that the boys went inside Tham Luang Cave. When the parents reached the entrance of the cave, a heart-wrenching scene was waiting for them.
Oof.
They saw their bicycles and some stuff, but no trace of the boys. While parents were
Oh,
still processing
no.
this information, but they were stuck with another problem because of the constant heavy rainfall. The cave was getting filled with water, which was really a bad
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
And rescue team also
Which was a really bad thing, you think?
reached the spot, and immediately they decided
Oof.
to go inside the cave. The cave was getting filled with water, and on top of it, it was becoming hard to breathe due to narrow passages. It was 1 a.m., but still there was no clue of the boys. The water coming down from the mountain was filling up the cave, and then the rescue
Oh,
team
no.
brought news from inside the cave, and this news broke the parents' heart because rescue team had said that they saw a point in the cave where the water has touched the ceiling.
Oh
Due to the lack of
no.
equipment, the rescue operation had to be halted there. This fact was confirmed that if all those 13 football players were still alive in that cave, then they have to spend the night alone.
Oh my
From the
god.
map, it was found that few of the cave's portions are quite deep, and in some places it goes higher. Experts believe that if these football players were alive, they must be taking shelter in those pockets. Throughout the night, the level of water increased inside the cave. In the morning, the rescue team started pumping out the water from the first cave, but everyone was thinking about only one thing: how to reach them. According to the experts, the only solution was to get the professional divers go inside the water and search for the boys. But it was vital for the divers to have the experience of the cave.
and dude, and like losing one of the rescuers is so bad because they are trained professionals. I mean, how many cave rescuers would somebody know at a given time, you know? It's like, that's years of experience.
To execute this mission, Thai Navy deployed its commandos who had
Oh.
vast experience of underwater missions. It has been 24 hours since the boys went inside the cave. And with every passing moment, their chances of survival were decreasing. It is obvious that even if they were alive, they neither had sufficient food nor enough oxygen to breathe. Before going inside the water, Thai Navy commandos need to ascertain in which dry points of the cave the boys might be present.
Oh no.
One of the dry points was known as Pattaya Beach, where possibility of finding the boys were high. But the problem was that this point was almost 4 kilometers away from the entrance of the cave, which means they needed to swim underwater for a long distance, and that too in the dark and narrow passages of the cave. It was not possible for the divers
So it's like a regular cave turned into a cave diving experience, I guess. Oh my gosh,
to reach this point in one day because apart
that's
from the
disgusting,
difficult layout,
dude.
the water was quite murky that divers couldn't see their own hands. With no other option, divers started doing their preparation. Thai Navy commandos left red thread behind them so that they could figure out the way out while returning. Going inside the cave was difficult for them, but returning was easy because they followed the red thread. After 2 days, they reached a point inside the cave where there was no water, and the good thing was they didn't find any dead bodies here. This means the footballers were
The script is kind of
further inside the cave. Although Navy commandos were experts, but they had no prior experience of cave rescue. That's why they're taking them too much time to execute every step.
dude.
4 days have been elapsed since footballers were stuck inside the cave.
Oh my
Outside
gosh.
the cave, rescue team had made their base camp, and now international media was covering this accident. Time was going fast, and seeing the media coverage, experts from all over the world started coming here.
Poor
But
kids.
still, now all the efforts were fruitless, and now it was time to call professional cave rescue team. British cave rescue team who had experience of rescuing people from inside the cave were now in the action. First of all, they went inside the water and decided it was necessary to pump out more water. Previously, the water from the cave's entry point was only pumping out, but now they started to pump out water from the second entry point as well. Gradually the cave water receded, and now water was out from the first 800 meters of the cave. And in this point, British rescue team created a rescue base camp and named it Chamber 3. Dozens of oxygen cylinders were brought inside the Chamber 3 because the rescue operation was going to start from here. It has been 10 days since the boys got disappeared. Divers started
10 days. Oh, oh my
going
god.
inside the water from Chamber 3. After hours of swimming inside the dirty and zero visibility water, professional drivers reached near the Pattaya Beach.
That's so
It
sad.
was that point where everyone was hoping to find the footballers. But after reaching the Pattaya Beach point, when they flashed their torches in the dark cave, all their hopes dashed into the ground. Because Pattaya Beach point was empty, now situation was that the divers had that much oxygen left, with which they can only return to Chamber 3. That means if the divers went ahead from this point, then they'll have no oxygen left to return. But one driver showed courage and went ahead from Pattaya Beach.
That's another one. You always need the oxygen to return. I've seen so many of these cave diving videos that now I kind of know some of the rules they tend to break. And it's like you have you split your tank into 3 parts, you know, one for going in, one for going out, and one for backup, and they always screw that up. After this, I think we can switch to music.
Feet ahead, he found a dry spot, and finally when he came out of the water, he saw what everybody was hoping for.
Oh, dude,
Frightened footballers were
they're
waiting for the
alive.
driver to come out of the water. And all those 13 boys were perfectly all right. But the question was, how did they survive for these 10 days without any food and water? Experts who had years of experience, it took them 10 days to reach this point.
Oh, happy ending. Yes.
Still, now, all the obstacles that the
Awesome.
rescue team had endured.
Oh,
In
dude.
the next 8 days,
Great.
they're going to face far bigger challenges. Because this dark cave is going to take someone's life. After getting stuck inside the cave, when the rescue diver lit the torch for the first time, he saw the faces of scared boys. Not just for the 13 boys,
Oof.
but even for the rescue diver, it was the moment of happiness. For the last
Wow.
10 days, these boys were stuck 5 kilometers inside northern Thailand's Tham Luang cave. Without any food,
Oh
and
my
it was a miracle
gosh.
that they were still alive.
Oh,
Worried
that's a
parents
miracle.
of the footballers who were sitting outside the
That's
cave took
a
a sigh
miracle.
of relief when they got the news.
Yeah, man, for sure. Oh, dude. I mean, they're kids. They're kids. Like the other idiot, Miroslav, he kind of deserved it. He apparently was a lame piece of shit.
The entire world
But
got
yeah.
the news of the young footballers' well-being.
Oh my
When
gosh.
everyone was celebrating, seldom they
Oh, that's so great, dude. That's so great that the kids were fine, man. Oh, dude. Yeah. Okay. Let's switch to music then. Now that we got a happy ending. Yeah. So I was thinking about this song. They lived 10 days in complete darkness and didn't go insane. Yeah, man, that's what I was thinking. Like being 10 days trapped in there, at least they were a football team, so they knew each other. So, dude, can you imagine how that could have been? Like being trapped with your football team, and they were friends. So, yeah, that had to be quite an experience, man. Okay. Ooh. Um. Okay, there we go. I've had this song stuck in my head, like during the day. So it may be good to work on it. Let's listen to it. Why is it crackling? Are we in 128? Well, yeah, I should restart the computer also. Oh, dude, why? Oh, it's Brave. Let's close. It's probably Brave. Let me close it down. Okay. Yeah. Let me try something. Okie doke. It's crackling. I don't know why. There's probably something running. I don't know what it could be. Let's see. WhatsApp. Why is WhatsApp running, dude? I haven't opened WhatsApp in forever. Little technical issues. Technical issues. Gaming services. Why? Who told you to start up gaming services? Click 1, 2. Yeah, dude, in complete darkness. I hadn't realized that. Complete darkness. Oh my gosh. How? Their eyes must have adapted, or something. Oh, let me see. This is fine. This is fine. Dude, something is screwing with me here. let's see if I can find it. There's one process that is screwing with our audio performance. I may have to restart the stream, restart the computer. Maybe. It's clicking too much, dude. It's unbearable. Yeah, I'll have to restart the stream, sadly. But yeah, I think we can work on this for a while. No. Yeah, man. It's something. It's something. I will figure it out eventually. Let me close this down. There's somebody sneezing in the hallway. Maybe open it. Maybe. Restarting Ableton works. That's great. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it's not Ableton. Maybe it's the audio drivers. Let me see if I can restart that. If not, then I'll just restart the computer and that's it. Yeah. Let's close this down. Close this down. Still crackling. What's it called? Oh. No. Now, I'm going to restart the stream. So, yeah.